Hello, hello. I'm Chris with the Legacy team, and in this video, we're going to show an interview that we had with one of our CNC customers, Norm Greengard from Montana Wood Creations. Now, you'll learn how the Legacy CNC not only opened up amazing opportunities for him, but also helped solve a lot of his manufacturing problems so that he became 7 times more productive.
Hey guys, I'm Chris with the Legacy team once again, and I am with Norm Greengard. Norm, short for Norman, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
But I want to learn a little bit about really two things. What opportunities or doors did the equipment, the CNC, open up for you? And what type of problems did you find that the machine was solving for you in producing your products or projects?
Well, the machine opened up a lot. Just having a machine and being able to use a computer and the software that I use, obviously, is computer software. And with that, I can show the customers exactly what they're going to get in great renderings. And then when I push the G code out to the machine, I can see exactly what the machine's going to do. So the workload that it eliminated for me, trying to do everything manually and make cut lists, I can push out cut lists to a machine and it'll automatically cut. I can push the G code to the machine, it's going to automatically cut. So it's really reduced and made my productivity much better. And the speed that it works in, for example, one of those pictures that you have is a riffs on kitchen. Well, I did that whole house and I cut all of the panels for that house in one day. All of the plywood, all the sheet in one day. It was a long day, but in one day I'm cut. And when I say cut, I'm able to be so accurate because it pre-drills all of my pinholes for all my shelves. I have it set up for that. I have it set up that it's going to pre-drill holes. So anywhere I put a screw in, I've got a pre-drilled hole. And you ever try to hold a screw and run it in with the impact, it's real slow compared to being able to just start it in a hole.
Mhm.
It pre-drills all of my mounting plates for my hinges. It pre-drills all of my drawer slides. Just a small little reference hole is all I put in. It dados everything and it cuts the panel or the sides. And I'm done with that piece. I mark it and it goes into cabinet number 1 for that room, cabinet number 2, whatever. It's so fast. And when you go to assemble the components or put them together into a cabinet, the assembly is super fast. There's no jigs. I don't need jigs. I don't need to measure. It's already done. So for my productivity, it increased it. Probably what I did in one day would have taken me a week to do before. And it's a lot easier on my back.
Oh, yes. And not pumping all those parts through multiple pieces of equipment.
Plus, it's so much safer. And I'm put on the machine and I'm done. I walk away. I don't even watch it. I just push the button. Run this. I go do something else. So the speed, the accuracy, just the ability to pre-drill everything, not using jigs, and that has made such a huge difference. But what also it's opened up some doors for me. And you see that one sign that we did, the Dead Horse Saloon. Sometimes people want a sign like that for their bar, and I can make it on the machine. Could you imagine carving that by hand? I mean, I couldn't even get the letters straight if I had to do it by hand. So that's opened it up. Corbels, I've done some corbels. That one sunburst I showed you earlier. Specialized stuff, one of a kind type things that really stand out.
That's impressive. And obviously, it looks like you're focusing a lot on cabinetry right now. Is that what you had as a background as a cabinet maker, and then you incorporated this automation into that type of manufacturing process?
I spent 36 years in the fire department, retired as a battalion chief. I always did construction from the time I was 14. I had a contractor license and just been involved in building. I love building. Well, I started doing cabinets in about 1980. And it was
a long time.
The old fashioned way, running it through the table saw, just all the old tools you had to use. And
yeah,
it's kind of funny. I wasn't going to go back into cabinetry when I moved up here to Montana. We built a house. I told my wife we need to get a CNC because the house is pretty good size, and I didn't want to do all those cabinets the old fashioned way. She stood right behind me. So as a result of that, I bought the CNC, and I had all the other tools. I mean, I've upgraded a lot over the years. It made such a huge difference there were over, I think we had 120 or 140 sheets of plywood. for
Oh.
the cabinetry for the house. And that was just the beginning. I mean, I did more after that. So what happened was I told a few guys, hey, if they need cabinets, I got the machine, I could do something. Well, the next thing I knew, I was busier than heck in full-time cabinet shop again. Yeah, I'm at about 100 and something thousand already in business this year, 120 or something, and I've got a house coming, so even more. This is a
Wow.
one-man shop. Yeah, I'll probably do 300, 400,000 just in sales this year for me.
Why did you pick a Legacy CNC over other CNC systems originally?
Okay, well, there were a lot of reasons, and probably the two main reasons was the customer service that your company provides. And that tells a lot right there. And then the other is the quality of the machine. So we kind of boil it down to those two. That's my reason for doing it. When I checked into CNC machines, but you guys are real good about that. You provided a couple of days of training before we even got the machine, and that at least set me at ease a lot on how I was going to operate the machine. And then of course Tracy always doing the additional training that he does. It shows that they want to help the customer make sure they're comfortable with the machine. The 2 days of training that you provided to us years ago, again, set me at ease that, okay, this is a little overwhelming. What is this machine going to do? But then you showed us how to use it and much more comfortable with that. So that's the customer service side of it. And then secondary, again, the quality of the machine. One of the big things to me was I looked at the machines and they're really well built. They're stout. And they're not these huge machines that are going to take my whole shop up. It's really compact for what it can do. I mean, it's still not a small machine, but it really does a lot for the size that it is. And built in America, that's a plus for me. And
Yeah.
again, you got the quality and you stand behind it. Where some of these companies, you buy something from them, the sales rep sells it and man, he's invisible after that. That's not with you guys. You guys are right there in the forefront. I'll tell you something else that's kind of funny. That machine is really cool. The red color is awesome. You look at my shop, I've got a lot of tools in shop. That one pops. The color is great. It has nothing to do with how the machine works, but I just
Hey, it's fair. It's awesome.
They come in the shop and they go, wow. So those are the reasons I went with Legacy. Your quality and you stand behind the machine and you're right there to help.
Well, Norm, again, thank you for your time. This has been fantastic, absolutely mind-blowing about what I see our customers doing. And this is, again, when it comes to cabinetry, absolutely beautiful of what you're doing. I believe your company, if I recall correctly, is Montana Wood Creations. And so if you are in the Montana area and you are interested in having Norm do some of your work, his website is listed here as woodmontana.com.
Well, thanks, Chris. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. And thank everybody there for making such a great machine because it really has saved me a lot of work.
If you're interested in learning what a Legacy CNC can do for you, I recommend you visit our website at legacywoodworking.com. If you have any questions, you can always leave them down below in the comment section, or you can give us a call and talk to a CNC expert at 801-491-0010. If you'd like to see more videos where we show cutting demonstrations and customer interviews like these, feel free to click right over there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check that notification box so you can be notified when new videos come out. And as always, thank you for watching. And remember, Legacy solves more woodworking problems than any other CNC manufacturer in the industry.